Under bright sunshine, Martin Truex Jr. grabs the white flag. Here comes Harvick. Edwards is stretching it out over Shane Meal. 3rd to 4th. Boris Said up to 5th. Rusty Wallace 6th. Clint Boyer 7th. Kenny Wallace 8th. Ashton Lewis 9th. Fernandez in 10th.
This will be a good points day for Martin Truex Jr. He came in here 8th in points, a couple of rough races, so this will maybe put him back on track. Remember, this is our current reigning Busch Series champion, Martin Truex Jr.
Good race for Boris Said and for his teammate, so to speak, Johnny Sauter, who's 11th. Hornaday is 12th, Keller 13th, Sorensen 14th, and John Wood in 15th.
You know, all these young drivers, they talk about Boris, and he goes and tests with them and really helps them on the road courses. He's a good teacher. And then he goes out and shows them how to do it.
Still hopping those curves on the last lap, Kevin Harvick.
And Kevin Harvick has finished 2nd in the first 2 Busch Series races. This would be 3 second-place finishes for him. Quite a way to start the season.
Off turn 6. Headed for 7 and 8 and the start-finish line and the checkered flag. Martin Truex Jr.'s last Busch Series win came at Memphis. He was 4th at Daytona and takes the checkered flag. Martin Truex Jr. wins the first NASCAR point race in Mexico.
He's 2nd. Harvick back there is going pretty hard.
Pretty even gap. Yaley, Menard, Sauter. And then Kyle Busch will pick up another spot. White flag this time.
Coming to the white.
And he has stretched it out on Boris Said right now. J.J. Yaley in that 18 car fighting Kevin Harvick in the 21 for 3rd. This is 1st and 2nd in points right now as well.
Denny Hamlin opened up a 2.5 seconds on Boris Said that lap.
And Denny Hamlin just needs to hit his marks for about 6 more corners. Look out that windshield.
And the best thing for Boris Said right now is Yaley putting the pressure to 3rd place Harvick, the blue car.
Yeah, it looks like Yaley's got a little bit faster car. I don't know if he can find a spot to get by, though. Kyle Busch is up to 7th, by the way, back there.
Yeah, he picked up a spot when Carl Edwards went off. And he's caught that.
There he
back.
is. Yeah, he's right there.
5 car. A little curve hopping.
Yeah, but that thing is pretty, man.
He's doing it just right.
She's hopping those curves and staying straight. Got the right package under that baby today.
Well, he said at the top of the show, told one of our pit reporters that how is he going to do today? He says, we're going to win.
Nothing like confidence.
Hamlin's previous best finish in the Busch Series was 3rd last July at Loudon, New Hampshire. He finished 15th here last year.
Well, it's been all about him today.
It has that.
Denny Hamlin in his 39th career start.
Here comes Jay.
Look at this.
Jay.
And Harvick gets it.
A lot of straightaway speed. He's looking good right now, guys.
He slipped up a little bit off that corner, though.
White flag this time by. He's got one more attempt. He's got a hold off Hamlin this time. This is Denny Hamlin's best shot in turn 1 if he can get there on the final lap. Connie Montoya knows that he's got him by 2 car lengths. She has seen her husband time and again pull it off at Indianapolis. Cars off the racetrack.
That was Regan Smith running in 5th position. He comes back on the track, doesn't lose hardly anything, so he's kind of back in the game with Carl Edwards again. No problem with Regan Smith. Now, Juan Pablo, pretty good lead going into turn 4. Another passing zone, but he's not got anybody messing with him now. That's off at turn 4, Andy. That's a real tough, leading to the S's. Again, that's where he's good at.
Just a few corners to go here. Just got to hit his marks.
Remember in qualifying, he overdrove the S's and he jammed on the brakes and smoked the tires. It cost him a chance at the pole. He was frustrated. He was downright angry. He came out of the car throwing things, saying the expectations are that I'm going to come to Mexico and win in a NASCAR Busch Series race.
A good turn, exit off of turn 6, a lot of speed. Coming in at 7, up off 8 right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, open up the NASCAR history books, because out of turn 8, Juan Pablo Montoya becomes the next winner of the NASCAR Busch Series. Juan Pablo Montoya has won it here at Mexico City, and the fans are going wild. What an effort.
And Scott Pruitt has made it up to 5th position. That's his teammate, so it's not so bad. Pruitt has come from 17th all the way up to 5th. He had a great car, too. You know, this is bittersweet.
White flag for Kyle Busch.
White flag. 8/10 from the lead. 8/10.
Ambrose has got 2.5 miles to get there. Carl Edwards trying to make a move. Can he get by for 3rd spot, or does he risk it here on the final lap?
Well, it looks like Scott Pruitt is just barely holding on for dear life right now, because Carl Edwards is just all over him again. Can't seem to shake him.
Kyle Busch trying to go for 3 wins in a row in the NASCAR Nationwide Series. What a talent this kid is from Las Vegas, Nevada.
Jerry told us he didn't put any effort into this. He just showed up. He loves racing cars. And this 20 car, it's just been a fantastic car every time. Any driver gets in this car. This Dave Rogers is an incredible crew chief.
The 40 car locked up the brakes, getting in the corner, and the 60 car's all over him right now.
Yeah, Carl Edwards trying to get by. Almost had a shot on the inside of Scott Pruitt, dragging that rear bumper cover. Final time to the S's, and Pruitt now pulls Edwards by about 4 car lengths.
Exit of turn 6. It's a final turn before they get to 7, which brings you right to the start-finish line, guys.
Turn 7, wide open, Kyle Busch. His 2nd trip to Mexico. And the kid from Las Vegas, Nevada will become the 4th different winner for NASCAR's Nationwide Series in Mexico. Ambrose finishes 2nd.
You boys are awesome. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are so awesome.
Scott Pruitt will get 3rd. Carl Edwards 4th. Patrick Carpentier 5th. Fled Boyer 6th. Scott Wimmer 7th. Brad Keselowski 8th. Mike Bliss 9th. And Stephen Wallace 10th.
Oh, Kyle Busch in Mexico City, boys. That's what